Have your housing plans changed because of the latest news in the real estate market? Hey there, it's Marco Ochoa. There are a lot of conflicting real estate headlines in the media right now, and it can be very confusing. The market is definitely shifting, and it might be surprising to hear that we're still in a seller's market, even though the market has cooled off. There are more homes for sale this year compared to last year, but we're still not in a balanced market. This chart right here will help put this year's increased inventory into perspective. This is September's inventory in Orange County compared to the last 2 years. And as you can see, it shows supply this year is well above last year's levels by over 25%. We're slightly less than the inventory levels we had in 2020. But the further back you go, the easier it is to understand the big picture. If you go all the way back to 2019, the last normal year we had in real estate, we're about 40% below the supply of homes that we had at that time in September. Why is this important? If you need to sell your house, inventory is still low and there's still demand for homes because there just aren't enough properties for sale. Homes definitely aren't selling as quickly as they did just a few months ago, but the average number of days on the market is still below pre-pandemic levels. A big reason is because inventory is so low. Now this chart right here shows the average days on the market for the homes that sold in Orange County over the last few years. Now this right here is when the COVID lockdown started in March of 2020. The days on the market before the pandemic are actually higher than after the pandemic, and the reason for this is because homes began selling like hotcakes because of historically low mortgage rates. And recently, because of the cool down in the real estate industry, the average days on the market in Orange County has actually started to tick back up slightly, but the days on the market are still far below the pre-COVID norm up here. Now what does this mean? If you're a seller, your home might not sell as quickly as it would have just a few months ago, but homes are still selling much faster than they did during the more normal pre-pandemic years. And if you price it right, your home could still go under contract relatively quickly. Now obviously buyer demand isn't what it was during the pandemic because of the increase in mortgage rates this year, but getting 5 offers on your property before the end of your first day on the market isn't really normal. Now this graph right here shows before COVID, it was typical for each home to get roughly 2 to 2.5 offers before selling. As the market fired up during the pandemic, the average number of offers ripped up because of record low mortgage rates, increasing demand. But recently, the number of offers on homes sold has actually retraced back to pre-COVID levels because rates have increased, which has put an end to the buying frenzy. The bottom line is buyer demand has normalized from the pandemic peak, but it hasn't disappeared. Buyers are still out there. Nearly 2,000 homes sold last month in Orange County alone. And if you price your home correctly, it's highly likely that it will sell faster than the average time it took for properties to sell before the pandemic. Hopefully we earned your thumbs up in this video. Please consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section. If you want to send me a private message, my contact information is in the section below. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time.